Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are here to watch the series finale of Arcane. It's kind of wild that we are already here at the end of these characters' storylines. Like, even though we've only had 18 episodes total with these characters, I feel like we've spent so much time with them and we've grown to love them so much. Like, I I think I've cried so much during this show. Like, just seeing emotional character growth for many different individuals, like seeing what could have been, seeing their hopes and dreams. Like, it's just beautiful, and I feel like we've gotten to know so many characters on such a deep, intimate level that saying goodbye to them is going to be really tough. Luckily, we have more content within the League of Legends universe, I guess, that will be coming from Riot. Like, they have more shows planned. It's just these characters in particular, their storylines are not continuing. Now, depending on like what stories those are that we see from Riot, you know, what areas of the world we focus on, what happens in this finale, it's entirely possible we might see it's entirely possible that we might see some characters pop up here and there in those other shows. Depending on like when they're set. They could make a show that's set 100,000 years before. I don't know. I hope this isn't the last we see of all these characters, but this is also like a big, like, heavy hitter voice cast. Like, a lot of these people are big names, so it might be a little tougher to get some of them to like make a cameo in another show. I don't know. Maybe they'd be totally willing. But I'm talking too much because I'm just scared to jump into it. Scared to watch the final episode. Okay, I gotta like force myself to actually do it. I gotta force myself to watch the final episode, even though I don't want to. I kind of don't want to watch the last episode, because if I don't finish the show, then these characters are all with me forever and the show hasn't ended. But no, yeah, okay, I just gotta do it. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Also, if you have suggestions for other shows to watch in replacement for Arcane, definitely let me know. I'm very curious about that. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. So let's jump into the series finale of Arcane. Dang, what a visual.
I've been strong every day of my life. If she wants, death could take me this time.
Oh, she's burning it all down.
Please let me go, go.
Oh, she's burning everything down.
If I could just lay my head down and rest.
Oh, that's like a mouth. Like Vander's mouth.
This world is a wasteland where nothing can.
Wait!
Echo.
Want to talk to
Get out of here, Echo.
I just.
Oh, Echo's saving her life.
I just want to talk to you about Jinx.
She's like, no.
You're too late, Echo.
Wait!
How many times do I gotta do this?
Always a dance with you. I think I'm just gonna sit here a minute.
He's like, I've tanked 4 explosions right now. I need to
See if
just
I
chill.
can talk an old friend out of blowing us up.
Pulls it again.
I'm tired of talking.
No! You know, I learned from someone very special that no matter what happened in the past, It's never too late to build something new.
Put the
Someone
pieces
must be
together.
ready for-
Put the pieces together. Pulls it again. She just wants to die, and he won't let her. It's beautiful.
Then we'd best stop him.
Indeed. Who is she carrying? Damn, that's sick. It's like a railgun.
Reinforced forward artillery.
God, that's so cool. Who are you carrying?
Give her some air. You okay?
Oh, that's the musician. Oh, she died. Hey, yo! That's crazy. She's an animal. And Bessa just built different, honestly. That is a sick gun. Good thing she has those runes on. Maybe that's not Warwick. Maybe that's just a guy. Okay. So we're just buying him time to remove all these things? Damn. Oh, oh no, Loris! Damn. Fishman. Fishman's probably gonna die. Somebody's got to step up. It's got to be Jinx. Jinx has got to be the one that comes to save the day. Thank you for your service, sir. Okay. Caitlin, you're so cool. Fishman! Shouldn't have taught her how to fight. Somebody put a nail in it. What? Who put the nail in it? Like, was it sabotaged? Okay, she's so cool, and that music hit. God. Maddie! You rat bastard! Why? Like the whole time was... Were you bad the whole time?
I warned you of the hazards of professional entanglement.
Mad Dog, you suck. Ooh. Ugh, come on now.
I did appreciate your warmth.
Get fucking cooked, Maddie! Mel says you ain't shit. She's about to 1v1 her mother. Chaotic humming? Sounds like something Jinx would enter to. Let's fucking go. What a gangster. She's like, y'all forgot about me, didn't you? Let's go. Echo's wearing a slutty little crop top, ready to save the world. Oh, she rallied them like only she could. Night night, bitch. With the short hair. Let's freaking go. Oh, buddy, that's you. That's you. Step up. Fishman. Ooh, protect the fishman. Do you know how to work this? Just press buttons. Hey, yo. Big dumb idiot. Get out of here. You are now part of the weaponry. All day, baby, all day. Something tells me Victor has... Oh, was it a trickaroo? They did a trickaroo. We've been bamboozled.
Where's Victor?
His ascension to godhood is already complete. Damn. What a perfect little triangle.
Despite the circumstances, Jace, I am pleased to see you.
Dude, you're a freak.
I am more than I ever was.
He's an alien now. Oh, and then the... Fishman, are you gonna get killed by a souped up Warwick? Okay, well this is super not cool. This is not chill at all. Leave Savika alone.
You are no Madada.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
You remember. Shut up and fight!
Okay, Kate. Tell her how it's done. I don't think you're gonna win this fight, but... Alright. You're gonna need Mel's help. Oof. Okay. When the iRobot out of... Get out of here. No! Random citizen! Christ on a cracker, that's frightening. Oh, what a goat. Echo is the king of everybody. Flip that whole blimp upside down, baby. Damn, this is a 2v1 and she is still giving you guys the work. Oh. Ambessa is low-key the GOAT. No!
People deserve to choose their own fates.
Choice is false.
No.
It is how we clothe and forgive. The
Choice
baser
is key,
instincts that
brother.
spur us to division.
Damn. Ambessa built different. Oh, but her things ran out of juice, maybe? Come on now. She's so strong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, she got rid of her
You
little...
fought well, child.
her runes.
No!
She did what she needed to do.
A wolf has no mercy.
You're goddamn right.
I salute you, Ambassa. For one without the gift, you were quite a thorn.
Fat rip to you, Ambessa. Oh, okay.
What are you doing, sister?
Never mind. Maybe not fat rip to her? She says, this is my domain expansion now.
I see your face, deceiver.
That's so scary. These dudes just... nothing phases them.
You are the wolf.
Damn, she's dead. She like fully dead. Maybe it's like Viking culture where dying a warrior's death is like the highest honor that you could ask for. So that's why they didn't intervene.
Looks like you shouldn't have come back. Still don't get it, huh?
Shaved all her head off. All her head, all her
Always
hair, I
with
mean.
you. Even when we're worlds apart.
You're goddamn right you are.
Stop this insanity, Victor.
That is precisely my intention.
You look like,
Your eyes won't lie.
Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding.
When your mind is open, Jace.
Vander.
That isn't Vander anymore. That is pure robot. He's basically bulletproof. Like, what can we even do? That's smart. Oh, God, he's a machine. Literally. That's insane, brother. This is literally like, this is it. If he fails here,
Do you see?
the same thing that happened to the other world happens here. Oh no, it's starting. Oh, she lost an eye. I didn't even realize that. Echo? Come on, brother. This is all up to you. Oh, that's the pose. This is how the other you died. This is insane.
This conflict.
This is beautiful, but holy crap.
Senseless waste. I know their minds, Jace. They want better lives.
This is not it, brother.
You've always wanted to cure what you thought were weaknesses. Your leg. Your disease. But you were never broken, Victor. There is beauty in imperfections.
He loved
They
you.
made you who you are. An inseparable piece of everything I admired about you.
Echo the motherfucking goat. Echo's too goddamn fast for you. He's got a sick ass sword, brother. Okay, rude. Crank that, soldier boy. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Boy savior. Oh, it's not enough. He can't go back far enough. Oh no! How far back is he gonna go?
That device can't be.
And yet it is. Come back to yourself, Victor. Remember who you are.
I thought I wanted us to give magic to the world. Now, all I want is my partner back.
Come on,
Why
Vic.
do you persist? After everything I've done.
Because I promised you.
Oh. And he's seen how it ends, the bad way. He knew it was him. Oh, I'm so smart, it was him.
I thought I could bring an end to the world's suffering. But when every equation was solved, all that remained were fields of dreamless solitude. There is no prize to perfection, only an end to pursuit.
Yep.
In all timelines, in all possibilities, only you can show me this.
Oh. Oh, God.
You must go, Jess.
He's not going anywhere. It's you and him, baby.
We finish this together.
The heck? This is insane. This is all happening in a fraction of a second. Ah. Ow. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Oh, God.
Hurry, you can make the other ledge! Fine! What are you...
I think he's gone.
What? You can't save him!
No, but she can say goodbye. Ah!
Always with you, sis.
Even when your world's apart. Oh. You gotta let her go.
If I could just lay my head down and rest.
Why?
This world is a wasteland where nothing can grow.
Why'd she's got the grenade?
I know it's my fault that I'm here all alone. Please let me go, 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 go. Why'd you have to do this to me, Arcane?
You may read about the war in Piltover, but history is made palatably abstract. For its truth,
Are like, oh, are these the names of people we've lost? Oh, that's sad.
the exaltation of every triumph. There's more than one ship
Oh, he goes there.
there. We, whose decisions led us here, will carry them forever.
They have someone from Zahn on the council.
Our only consolation that with every loss, we found some good, some light,
Oh, snap.
worth gaining, worth fighting for.
The doctor gets a happy ending? This is bullshit. You saved his daughter, though.
And though we are doomed to revisit the error of our ways,
Can you not have three eyes, please?
spark ever more conflicts, our story isn't over.
Okay, good. Sick ass eye patch. Okay. Exit shafts. Does that mean Jinx lived? She could have gotten out? I'm gonna say Jinx lived. I don't care how delusional it is.
Is that singing? Are you still in this fight, Violet?
Using her full government name?
I am the dirt under your nails, Cupcake.
Can't get rid of her.
Nothing's gonna clean me out.
Jinx is on that ship. I'm believing it. Actually, though? Like, for real styles? Ugh, how do you end it, though? Well, there we have it. The end of Arcane. That was an intense episode. Like, towards the end, so many things were happening. Like, I don't even know how to, like, recap what went down. That was insane. I just know friggin' Echo living up to his name. You know, boy savior, up in it, bruh. Like, he is, he is the king. Echo's the goat of everybody. Like, he gave up a perfect life to freaking dive back into this shit show. And he came up clutch. His little time machine thing, and he threw a bomb at Victor. Like, he turned that thing into a grenade. Oh my god, that was intense. That was just insane. Like, they're preparing for this fight. They're evacuating. Like, they evacuated everyone. It's the dawn of, like, the fight. Like, it's happening. And they only get, like, 7 people that are willing to fight, as far as we know. And then the fight is happening and we're losing. Like, we're getting cooked, honestly. Like, it's not going great. It probably could have, actually, it wouldn't have even worked out because that ball was a trick anyway. But, you know, they try and blow up the ball, see if they can beat Victor. But freaking Maddie did a trickaroo. Has she been on the bad team this whole time? Like, has she always been an agent of Ambessa? Or did something happen to turn her? Like, maybe when Caitlyn decided to go back to Vi, maybe, or once Caitlyn started being like, hey, I don't really appreciate the warmongering that's happening, was Maddie then turned? Or, like, has she been a secret agent this whole time? Because that's don't like you. That moment, though, when she shoots and Mel ricochets that bullet around straight back into her skull, I was like, get fucked, Maddie. Like, you thought you did something here today? Nah. Welcome to the ether, bitch. Like, oh god, it was incredible. Love that. The whole the 2v1 fight of Caitlyn and Mel versus Ambessa, like, bruh, Ambessa's built different. Like, she is insane. Like the one Rose lady said, like, for someone who didn't have the gift, you were a problem. Like, she was going to town. Even before that fight, like, she was taking mofos out by the dozen. Like, she was insane. She's tanking, like, she used those runes to tank the Hextech sniper shots. She's insane. She's the GOAT. Honestly, if she wasn't evil, like, she'd be the coolest character in this whole show, right? Like, she's insane. But yeah, like, everything feels lost. Like, we're getting destroyed by everybody. What's his face? Loris, he got unceremoniously killed. I thought Fishman was gonna die. Like, people just be dropping. The musician died. Like, everybody is getting cooked. You know, Vi, they took her out. Like, she's trapped, like, or they're holding her, like, captive at the moment. And then it all comes down to the boy savior and his girlfriend, who's not his girlfriend in this universe, but could become his girlfriend, you know. I'm counting on the fact that she lived. But he has to go and convince her not to kill herself because, you know, she's got nothing left. She's like, I just want to die. She shaved all her hair off for the most part. Like, she's really going through it. And she made this decision like 7 times in a row to end her life. 4 times, 5 times with the grenade. And Echo just keeps pulling her back. And like, he is still feeling the effects of this explosion that is going off in his face. And he's like, I'm gonna just sit down real quick. Like, if it's all the same to you, I'm gonna just take a squat right here. And then she's like, nah. And she walks off the edge, and he's like, no, gotta bring you back one more time. And he convinces her to get back in the fight. I don't know how he did it. I mean, he said, you know, instead of trying to run away from our past and forget our past, maybe we can try and build something new. And I think he means, like, not just for her personally, but for everybody, right? Like, the whole season, she's been kind of, like, teetering on the edge of rebellion, if that makes sense. With her, like, conversations with Silco. What'd she say a couple episodes ago? You know, if you want me, like, if you really want me to play your rebellion game, then you gotta say something. So, like, she knows that she could be the person, like, the force for rebellion and the force for something greater, like the force of change in this city, in this world. And the whole time she's been going about it in like a, you know, rise up, fight back type thing. But Echo, I think, presents her with an interesting opportunity to build something new. To be like, hey, if we can rally these people, the Undercity, to fight back against the invaders, you know, we can create a city and a civilization going forward that is beneficial for everybody, right? Like a situation where Savika is on the council. Like, they straight up have someone who was previously, like, she started out as an Undercity goon, the right hand of Silco, and like, just straight up a crime boss. And now she is on the council, and everybody is living peacefully. And so he presents her with, like, an opportunity. I don't know what exactly he said in the meantime, but she rallies those people, and her and Echo in his slutty little crop top, they come to the rescue. They bring everybody, and the fight is back on, and it's incredible, and it's so cool. Like, her entrance, you just hear chaotic humming, and you're like, oh, this is her. Like, let's go. Like, everything is looking on the up and up, except Victor had built an absolute behemoth of a machine in Warwick. Like, he took over that dude's brain. He killed Vander completely. Like, all the memories that we cried to in episode 6 of him, like, episode 5 or 6 of him becoming himself again, like Victor finding the man within. Those beautiful watercolor paintings that we saw, he burns all those away, and it's just Warwick left, who then is kind of taken over as a robot, and it's just crazy. It's insane. And then Victor himself is just kind of built different. Like, you can't do anything. Like, these guys are insane, and the only way to rescue them, to save the world, was Echo and Jace. Like, Echo just being the absolute goat that he is, flying in on his hoverboard like Treasure Planet and throwing a time bomb in Victor's face, just explodes in his face. And then Victor and Jace having a conversation where they're, like, debating the merits of free will versus, like, you know, should Victor be in control? And Jace has to reveal, like, hey man, you're the one that sent me here. Like, I didn't just come back because I saw the world ended. Like, yeah, I saw the world ended, but I also had a conversation with you where you let me know, like, the end of this road is just solitude. Like, you're trying to get rid of everyone's pain, and then you find at the end that you're the only one left and you're still in pain. Like, it's not gonna work out. Like, we need to fix this. Let these people go. And then just the beautiful sequence of them, like, teaming up to, I don't even know what they were doing. Like, what happened there? He put the rune in his hand, and that somehow fixed everything. But like, I think they're both dead. Like, I think Jace died and Victor, like, they got sucked into like a oblivion portal. I don't know. Like, a singularity took them. But oh man, he's like, you're my partner. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving you. Like, this is me and you. Oh my god, that was a lot. But it gets everyone out and saves everyone except for the people we really, really care about, which is Vi and Jinx and Warwick, because it is just Warwick at that point, and he's freaking out. He is gonna try and kill Vi, because Vi's like, I can't believe this is happening again. Like, this is the second time that she has had to, like, see her father figure's dead body in front of her, except it's not dead. Well, Vander's dead. He's no longer there. But she's, like, crying because she's like, I can't believe this is happening again. And then he almost kills her. Like, he's so heavy, he almost takes that thing down. And Jinx just body checks him off. And it's like, oh my god. It's just... reminded me of Endgame. Reminded me of Return of the King. Reminded me of so many different things. Where she's just essentially like, you gotta let me go. Like, if you don't let me go, like, all three of us are gonna die. So, like, I'm just gonna make the choice for you. And she undoes the power gloves, and then the bottom explodes. I was bawling. I was crying. This show just breaks my heart. Like, happiness cannot be achieved for the people we truly want it for. Like, everybody else benefits from their actions now, but, like, they're still all heartbroken, and it's just a tragedy. But I'm believing that she made it out. That's just me, because I was like, like, just my own self-delusion. I was like, she's not dead. Nope. Not gonna believe it. Like, it's not happening. And I think they were trying to tell us that I'm right, that she lived, or at least could have lived. Like, they're giving us hope. Because Caitlin, she's looking at blueprints of the Hextech tower, and she sees, like, there's these shafts, like, that she theoretically could have gone out of, like, she could have escaped, and she's holding the remains of the grenade, like the bomb that she had. So I think we're very much meant to infer by that scene that, like, Jinx got out, she lived. And then the closing shot, it shows this ship flying away. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, in season 1, I think, in the first 3 episodes, it might have been episode 1 even, I'm pretty sure Powder made a comment about how she always wanted to fly on one of those ships. And so we see this ship flying away, away from the area that we're in. And then we get that little, like, craziness stutter that Jinx provides. And so all those things combined, I think we're led to believe that she lived and she escaped. But she's leaving Vi behind. She's leaving Echo behind. Like, it's just so sad. Like, I know they had the line of, like, even when we're worlds apart, we're always together. So, like, they're kind of still together. But, like, I want her to let Vi know that she's alive. I mean, maybe if she maybe she thinks if she tells her that she's alive, like, she's never gonna move on. Like, she's always just gonna be holding on to that part of her life, that part of her family, and she wants her to be able to move on with Caitlin and, like, live a new life and have a future, like, rebuilding this city and building a future for the people here. And, you know, maybe if she tells her she's alive and she's leaving, maybe Vi will be like, I'm going with you. Like, I'm not going to abandon you again. That would be, oh God, that's so sad. And then Echo, poor boy Echo, I think he gets the rawest deal. Honestly, he might get the rawest deal. Episode 7, he's got a perfect world, man. Like, he's got it. He's got everything he ever could have wanted in this world. He's in love with Powder. She's in love with him back. The world itself, like the city, is incredible. Like, everything's great. Everything that he would have fought for it to become, like, they've made peace. They're prospering. Heimerdinger's there. Like, it's great. But at the same time, he's like, I have people back home that need me. Like, and he was needed. He came in clutch. He saved the world. But now that the world is saved, he's got nothing. I mean, maybe he can take solace in the fact that, you know, his people are alive. You know, his friends, his community. I mean, I guess he does still have his community down under, his, like, fireflies and stuff, firelights. So he has that, but I don't know, it just feels like he's coming out of it with a raw deal, because he no longer has Powder. You know, he thinks she's dead. He's sitting on the spot where they kissed, and he's burning the paper. I imagine he wrote her name, maybe he wrote Powder, I don't know. But he's burning it, and it just feels so sad for him. Like, he could have had it all, and he sacrificed happiness to save everybody. And now he's just got to be like he's got to be a key ruler. He's got to be a key figure in the upkeep of this new piece. But just, it's heartbreaking for him, man. It's just so tough. He just gets a raw deal. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully he can find Jinx and they can rekindle things. You know, he can tell her, hey, don't want to make this weird, but low-key I fell in love with a version of you in another universe. Maybe we could give it a shot. And she might be like, don't kill him instead. I don't know. Maybe she goes and finds happiness somewhere else. Maybe the alternate version of her from the other universe, maybe she recreates the anomaly in her world, because she's got the hex crystals there. Like, this isn't, like Mel said, our story isn't done. Like, this is still things are happening. So she could maybe create something, come back over and be like, hey, boyfriend, turns out the other version of you is kind of boring. So I want you. And you know, they can live happily ever after. I don't know. Maybe, okay, if they could do like a Into the Spider-Verse type thing where, like, she creates a portal somehow with her hex spheres and brings him back somehow. If she's like, hey, you know, you did what you needed to do. You saved this world. Now you can come be with me. That would be beautiful. Clutch. Goated. All of the above. That would be fantastic. That's just my hopes and dreams. My hopes and dreams never work out. Things never go the way I want them to go, and it's just tough. Yeah, I don't know. This show is so good. I don't even know how to, like, fully talk about it. Let's talk about season 2 as a whole. Season 2 I thought was incredible. Very emotional. Very grand in scale. Like, you could tell everything was so freaking expensive. The music was so good. Like, oh my goodness. Like, every second. Like, I have multiple songs from the Arcane playlist that I've added just to my own playlists now. Like it was beautiful. It was fantastic. I think it maybe was a little short, possibly, which feels weird. Like, I just know there were things that I've heard. I heard in episode 7 there were more Powder and Echo scenes that got cut that they didn't include because they thought it would be too long. I've seen a lot of complaints. Like, the only complaints really that I've seen about this season had to do with how quick the pacing was. Like, they were just flying through some of these major developments. So maybe like the only improvement you could make for this season is have an extra 3 episodes, have an extra 1 episodes, and maybe make the episodes just a little bit longer. Like, there was so much that I feel like we didn't get to touch on, or we touched on not enough. Like, I don't know, developments, certain character motives, things like that I maybe could have benefited from a little extra screen time. But otherwise, like, the season as a whole was just incredible. Just unbelievably good. Like, I think it's on par with season 1. But then they also are both good for different reasons. Like, season 1 has this element of like originality and like breath of fresh air type thing, where when it came out everyone was like, what is this? Like, this is insane, this is so cool and so original and so well crafted. Like, they put so much heart into this that it like kind of took everyone off guard, and so everyone that like adds an extra element of quality to it. And then this season, I think everyone is a little bit familiar with what Arcane is, so they had to step it up in terms of the emotion and in terms of the scale, in terms of just the importance of the story, like, for the world as a whole. And so that adds an element of grandiose quality to it. And so I think I would put season 1 and season 2 on the same level for like different reasons. Yeah, I don't know. The show as a whole, god tier. Like, this is one of the best things Netflix has ever made, one of the best animated shows ever. Crazy stuff. The characters were all incredible. You know, the arcs of Powder / Jinx and Vi going from, you know, young hopeful kids trying to like do jobs in the Undercity and live up to the name of Vander, and then the tragedy and seeing them grow into adulthood, and seeing how the trauma has affected their lives, and just this cyclical nature of trauma and how it's reverberated throughout the entire story, like, to then where they reach the end, like, being integral parts in saving the world. Echo, the one who kind of technically started them on this whole journey by giving them the tip about the job, like, in a sense, if you boil it down to like the earliest point, you could maybe be like, hey, like, it's his fault, but, you know, it's not. But him starting as just this like side character, there's this cute little side character kid who like felt like the one who just like is looking up to some heroes in Vi and Clagger and Vander and Benzo, like wanting to be part of that. He's spying on them while they're doing deals, like he's just listening, you know, he wants to be a part of this world so bad. To then him being this like underground revolutionary, like protecting the Undercity, taking up the mantle that those people left behind after the events of episode 3, to being the leader of these people and then being ripped away from them and then having to come back and sacrifice all the happiness he's known and achieved, and all the happiness that's been dropped into his lap, essentially, and sacrificing that to come back to save these people. Just living up to the boy savior nickname, like, incredible. The heartbreak of Vander and Warwick and Silco, like their tragedy of a story and like what could have been if they could have reconciled, and their individual relationships that are like intricately tied to each other but also tied to the two kids. It's just like, oh, like it just all is so perfect. Like it's so good. I don't even know how to like fully explain every feeling I have, but like it was just incredible. The voice acting, insane. Haley Steinfeld as Vi, Ella Purnell as Jinx, like those two particularly kind of like just carried so hard. Like they did such a good job. You know, every other character, you know, Harry Lloyd as Victor, like he was so good. Detective Douche, Daniel Espinosa as as Jace, he was great. Every other voice actor involved, like Kate's voice actor, Cho Chang from Harry Potter, like she was awesome. Like she was great. Like it's just is so good. The animation of every episode was so good, so good. Both in terms of just like the standard style that they used, like, you know, the mainstay style that they carried throughout the whole show, but then the moments of branching animation styles when they would experiment with color a lot. You know, they would incorporate music a lot into these scenes. You know, they had watercolor, they had crayon animation, they had like neon paint animation. And it was just like the amount of creativity on display in this show is astounding. Like it makes sense that this is the most expensive animated show ever. Like these 2 seasons, I believe combined cost them like $250 million, which is bafflingly expensive for an animated show. But when you get this level of quality, like, yeah, worth it. Honestly, worth it. It's insane. So I have only good things to say about this show. I'm very curious to see what comes next, like what area of Runeterra we will explore. Again, I don't know anything about League of Legends outside of this show, so I have no idea where they will go. I imagine maybe Noxus. Maybe we're going to touch on that storyline in a way, because we had shots of the boats sailing away, and there was that crow. I don't know what the significance of that crow is, but that crow with the 6 eyes, like that thing's freaky. It was flying along with the boats, so I imagine it was important. And we didn't fully close the storylines of like the Black Rose. There's the storyline with the doctor and his kid that he like successfully brought back to life somehow. I don't know. That's crazy. Like there's so many different things that we could potentially explore. And the other week I Googled League of Legends characters and there was like 100 of them. Like there was so many. Like, so the fact that maybe this show touched on like 10 of them, I think of the actual champions that you can play as in League of Legends, I think maybe like 10 to 15 of them were part of this show. And there was like, it was in alphabetical order, and there was like 800 of them. There was so many. So there's probably so many different directions they could take this show, and I'm very, very curious to see where they go, right? Like it's gonna be crazy either way, and it's gonna be so expensive. I mean, Riot probably has infinite money from League of Legends. Riot is League of Legends to Riot is like Fortnite to Epic Games. Like it's just an infinite money factory. Like they have so much money that they can probably put towards these shows, and especially because it's probably getting some people funneled into the game League of Legends, which I have been explicitly told don't play that game. It is, from everything I've heard, just like toxicity embodied. Like, I mean, the game itself is apparently pretty fun, but like everything surrounding it, like the players, the chat, like the online experience of League of Legends is apparently just like the worst, and it's also just incredibly addicting. Like, it'll take over your life. So I am not gonna play that game, but I imagine this show has funneled probably quite a bit of people into the League of Legends world, and so I don't know. I'm excited to see where it takes us. Right? There's so many cool possibilities from what I've heard. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Again, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm very curious to see how you feel about this episode, this season, the show as a whole. I originally got to this show late when it came out. I watched it months later than everyone else did, so it has been really cool being able to watch this in real time with everyone and theorize about what's going to happen, and just seeing everything coming out in real time. It was great, and I'm glad to have been a part of it. I know my videos for this show haven't gotten crazy views or anything, but it's just been really fun to be a part of the whole online experience surrounding this show. Like, it's just been a great time. And so, you know, if you're someone who's watched a couple of my Arcane reactions up to this point, you know, thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. I hope to see you in more things that I'm watching. You know, I'm watching a couple different things on the channel right now. We're watching Silo, which is really good. We're going through season 4 of Outer Banks, finishing My Lady Jane, finishing The Boys. We got, we're still going through Sex Education. That's still happening. We've recently watched The Penguin. I don't know. If there's other things you want to see me watch, like if you're still here and you're like, man, I only came here for Arcane, I don't really care about those other shows. What are some other things you might be interested in seeing me watch? I'm curious. I'm trying to incorporate more movies potentially into the channel. I've typically gone mainly shows, but movies are great and they do really well. So I might do more of those possibly. I don't know. Like, let me know. I'm very curious. But other than that, I just want to say thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. You know, you don't have to give me your time. Like, it's an honor that you choose to spend your time watching this video. I mean, it's been going for a while now, so it's you've been here. Like, if you're watching to the end, it means a lot to me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Again, thank you for watching. It means the world. Other than that, though, I will catch you guys next time.